Okay, so I've been asked to do a video on how I've done my subwoofer install on my RX8. There's a quick clip of me unboxing the amplifier that I'm currently using. The reason why I got it just was for the size and the power it puts out. It does everything as an amplifier does. They even use these on motorbikes. And in the quick clip of the amplifier, you see I pull out my Samsung Galaxy S5 just to compare the size and the thickness. The reason why I just didn't want a massive bulky amp in the back of the vehicle, just something nice, compact, and does the trick. Okay, so the second part here is the actual, I don't know what you want to call it, we'll call it the back seat pocket itself, which I'm using as a sub box. The next photo here is just the whole complete unit. And in the next photo here, once again, I've just separated the cover of the pocket, and so you can see the inside of it, and notice the lock at the very top of the pocket itself. The reason why I'm pointing that out is because I've noticed there's a lot of vibration, and I think that you would need to stick some sponge or something in there to try and stop it, because I'm pretty sure that's where all the vibration is coming from, as well as the whole pocket itself. And here we have a template of the 8-inch subwoofer I put in. We're just gauging the rough size and if it's going to fit through the center of the pocket. And here is the template on the outside of the actual pocket. You notice that the sides of the front face of the pocket are slightly curved, so there will be a gap, which I'd like to go over in another video. And at this stage here, I used the inside of the template to mark out the in chalk whereabouts I wanted the sub to sit. I thought it sat a bit high, so I ended up lowering it a wee bit, and I used a jigsaw to cut it out. The problem with the jigsaw and using ABS is that it melts behind the blade, so it pays to probably come up with another idea of trying to cut it out. I don't remember exactly what I used, but I think I may have gone around and followed the cuts with a knife perhaps. And here we have the 8-inch subwoofer screwed into the face of the pocket. As you can see, it's an MTX Terminator. I got a pair of them for quite cheap. It fits. I wanted 8-inch. I don't think a 10 would have fit, and as you can see, the edges of the subwoofer stick out past the curves of the pocket itself. After doing some research on YouTube, I got told that the best way to hook up to the amplifier would be using these wee gold plugs. So here was the test fit before I ended up sealing the box itself. So the next stage was to try and seal the box itself, because as we know, a subwoofer needs air to push around to create the sub. And here is the back of the pocket. The next was to try and block it off and create a box for the subwoofer to push the air around in. I thought the best idea would be use the bottom half of the box as a mould, just to be copied on the top half to enclose it. I used some leftover carbon fibre just to try and make it look kind of pretty. And after that I used some more carbon fibre just to cover it completely, just to make the whole thing look a bit more tidier. The two gold posts, the discoloration around them was because they were getting so heated it was trying to burn off the carbon fibre and all the resin that I'd used to seal the box with. I also sealed the inside of the box with a layer of fiberglass. The carbon fibre is not 100%. In the previous photo where you could see inside the box, I had changed the two gold posts into a plastic circular joiner just to try and stop any chance of catching on fire. I had replaced the factory unit with a Pioneer CD player, but it became passé and wasn't an MP3 player, and ultimately that it slowly was just too old and didn't work anymore. And while I was at it, I added the amp kit, and I added the kit to make the steering wheel controls work at the same time. The next photo here is the back of the Pioneer head unit. As you can see, the radio jack has a bit of a cord on it. The reason why I cut this off was so that the radio cord inside the RX8 is on the left hand side, and this is on the right hand side, so it's more difficult to try and stretch the radio cord all the way to the other side of the wee hole inside the dash. All it is ultimately is just an extension cord. Final thoughts as the sub on a whole. Most people haven't really asked about the sound quality, they more just think it looks really cool, but I wanted sound quality, which is why I tried to seal the box in the first place. I don't think it works 100%. The reason why I pointed out the lock in the first place is because there is a vibration, and I've completely sealed the two halves of the pocket together. I'd like to do a second part where I put some foam around the pocket itself to stop any vibration apart from that lock, and also to port the box, because the box that the subwoofer came in was ported, as well as block any gaps in between where the subwoofer and the curves of the outside skin of the pocket are. If you like this, leave a like or even just comment, and the more motivation, it really helps, the more motivation I get, the sooner I'll probably make a part 2 for this. Cheers.